Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and welcome back. If you've practiced with me before, today's class is a 60-minute grounding Vinyasa flow class, a class to help you feel supported and comfortable in your body and also your surroundings. It's a slow moving flow that focuses on breath and body, and all you'll need for practice today is a blanket for comfort. And I hope you enjoy. Thanks for joining. Namaste. And we're going to begin practice by simply pausing for a few moments just to help you transition onto your mat and into your practice. An opportunity to sit quietly, invite yourself to ground firmly in the moment. So go ahead and take your comfortable seat. If it's helpful here, you might like to sit on the edge of a folded blanket if you're crossing your legs. So you can just allow your knees to soften and relax down below your hips. Or you might like to rest back onto your back and extend your legs out straight. Just making your way there now. And going through your ritual of getting steady and at ease in your shape. So you can really savor this pit stop in your day. And then once you've arrived, feel the orientation of your pelvis and try and create a feeling of extending your tailbone down so your sacrum moves in. And if you're upright, just a light engagement through your abdominal core to support your low back. Now feel where your body makes contact with the support beneath you and make any final adjustments so there's a symmetry to your shape and a feeling that the floor is welcoming your body, feeling the earth beneath you. Gently closing your eyes and settling your focus in between the eyebrows, in toward the center of your head. And we're going to take Prithvi Mudra, Earth Mudra, by bringing the ring fingers and thumbs to touch. Palms down on your thighs or by your side there. And this mudra is very grounding and anchoring. It strengthens your connection to your own body, and it's said to bring health, healing and vitality, helping you to feel more at home and safe in your body. Now just take some easeful breaths, slowing down and deepening your breath. Trying to connect with each breath, the pathway it takes as it moves in and out of your body. Feeling your own physical experience of your breath. And doing your best to bring your breath into balance, an equal part inhale and an equal part exhale. And part of feeling grounded is a mental shift, moving away from our usual preoccupations, our distractions, and into our bodies. And when we really ground ourselves, we recognize that we're all connected to something much larger than ourselves. And there's not only a fellowship and camaraderie in knowing that we're not alone, but when we ground down, we give our physical bodies a home base that feels sturdy and secure. And taking your hands into prayer now to your heart center, bowing your head toward your heart, and just taking a final moment here by just mentally saying to yourself, I am present within myself. I can center myself with the ease of my breath. I feel grounded, confident and whole. And blinking the eyes open now, and stretch your legs out in front of you, coming to sit upright if you're laying back there. Taking your feet about hips width apart, your fingertips down by your side, and just start to draw circles with your feet to the left, spreading your toes, finding your full range of motion in the ankles, stretching out through the arches of your feet. And now switch back opposite way to your right, and as you continue, get the feeling you're pushing the floor away with everything you've got in contact with the mat, your buttocks, your heels, the back of the thighs. Circling the feet away from one another now. And as you push the earth away, imagine a rebounding energy drawing up through the torso, and circle back. And now back to center, bending your right knee, taking your right foot to the floor next to your left knee for a simple open twist. Left fingertips behind you to the floor. Breathing in, right arm reaches up toward the sky. And as you exhale, take your right elbow to the inside of your right knee. Take the next few breaths to revolve incrementally to your left. Continuing to feel the support beneath you, this feeling of pushing down to rise a little taller. Make space for your breath as you twist. One more full breath in. And exhale, release. Bending both knees now wide. Coming into Padottanasana, soles of the feet to touch, hands to your ankles. And take a few waves through the spine. So as you inhale, press the floor away to lift your heart. Exhaling to curl and round your spine, chin to the chest. And as you move with your breath, keep making contact with your body. Sensing an expansion and contraction, and the feeling tone this creates in your breath, in your muscles and in your bones. And then just roll back to center now. Extend your right leg out straight, bending your left knee. Simple open twist, twisting to your right. Rising tall as you breathe in. And exhale to twist. And sending your gaze out over your right shoulder. And as you turn your gaze away, stay connected to the rest of your body. You're dropping an anchor into the back seam of your right leg, your buttocks. One more deep breath in. And exhale, release. So crossing your legs here or folding them to one side, hands forward, making your way into your first downward facing dog. And just land here, spreading your fingers to their end range. And all the knuckles of your fingers like tent peaks plugging down into the earth, lengthening your arm bones. And extending your heels in the direction of the ground, elongating the whole back of your body. Taking 3 more deep, even breaths. And on your next breath in, gazing forward and walking forward to the top edge of your mat. Setting your feet up hips width apart and just melt into an easy forward fold here. You can catch your opposite elbows, little bend in the knees. Your torso in contact with your thighs. releasing the crown of your head toward the floor. And take a moment to lift and spread each of your toes. Make contact with the base of your big toe, base of the little toe, and the center of your heels. And then from that base, release the arms to dangle and then root down to rise up nice and slow, feeling the vertebra of your spine stack. Bring the head, neck, shoulders up last. Resting your hands to your heart center. Rock a little here, forward and back through the soles of your feet. Feel your base. And then find your balance, even footing. Just picture a central channel of your body from the arches of your feet, through the pelvis, the spine to the roof of your mouth, and extend and lengthen all the way up through your body, standing tall. We're going to start to flow through some variations on sun salutes. Just taking the time to refine and align our base, and then we'll flow one movement, one breath. Always just trying to maintain that integrity and groundedness whenever our body's in contact with the floor. Breathing in, sweep your arms overhead. On your exhale, fold with a soft bend in your knees. Breathing in, lift up halfway. On your exhale, stepping back to plank pose, and we're going to pause here. Shoulders balanced over your wrists, pushing the floor away with your hands and your feet, and hug and contain your belly, strong and steadfast. One more smooth breath in. On your exhale, knees to the floor, buttocks to the heels, child's pose. Just bowing in, head toward the earth. On your inhale, glide up onto all fours, softly arch your spine. Exhale and round into cat pose, pushing the floor away with your shins, your hands, and one more cycle here, cat-cow with your breath. Back to center, breathing in. On your exhale, take your chest to your hands, lower to your belly. Spread your fingers, slowly peel up into cobra pose and linger here just for a few breaths. Your pelvis, your thighs, all 10 toes leaning into the support beneath you to lift and open your chest. And as you breathe out, peel down back toward the floor, make your way back into downward facing dog. Really firm and spread the perimeter of your fingers and draw the energy up from the earth, all the way up your arms to your armpits, side waist. Let your sit bones float. And taking 2 more smooth breaths. And at the end of your exhale, light bend in the knees, step your feet to your hands, top edge of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold and melt in. Inhale, root down to rise, arms overhead, gazing up. Exhale, Tadasana. And take an extra cycle of breath. Second round, 1 movement, 1 breath. Arms overhead, breathing in. Breathing out, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, stepping back, plank pose, pause, breathe in. Knees to the floor, buttocks to your heels as you breathe out. Glide up all fours. 2 rounds cat and cow with your breath. Breathing in, center, and then chest to your hands, lower to your belly. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana, low back bend. And then press the floor away and transition back, downward facing dog. And 2 more smooth cycles of breath. Eyes forward, breathing in. Exhale, bend the knees, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. And forward fold, Uttanasana. Rise tall to stand, strong legs, arms overhead. And hands to your heart center. Next breath in, chair pose, bend the knees. Stay for your exhale, motion the hips back, ground the heels. Breathe in, reach and lift through the hands. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Halfway lift. Exhale this time, step your right foot back, low lunge, right knee softly down. Arms reach and rise. Press down through your left heel. We're here for a few breaths. Feel your right shin, top of your foot merging with the floor. Deep breath in, reach up. And exhale, hands to the floor, simple twist. Right hand stays down, left hand to the sky now, extending your right leg straight. Feel all the points of contact with your mat. Open and expand from the center of your chest through the reach of your arms. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back through your Vinyasa. High push-up. Lower slow with control. Back bend of your choice. And downward facing dog. Take 3 to 5 breaths. Keep it even and smooth. Settle in. So when we fully observe our body in motion, in stillness, and we really inhabit it, we direct our mind into a single uninterrupted thread of awareness in the here and the now. And as you practice this, you're building a sense of competence as an observer. You deliberately move your attention out of your headspace and away from our usual random monologue and into the experience of our bodies, which can often leave you just feeling more spacious, more in touch with your own wisdom, and away from those sensations that are ungrounded, being distracted, airy, depleted. One more deep breath in, looking forward. End of your exhale, step or lightly hop, top edge of the mat. Breathing in, eyes forward. Exhale, forward fold. Rise tall to stand, straight legs there, just reaching up. Hands to the heart, second side. Left side now, chair pose. Breathe in, here for a few breaths. Drop the hips. Breathe in, reach tall. And then forward fold over your legs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Here for a few breaths. Take your time to set yourself up, anchor yourself in. Observe the quality of your breath. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale for your twist, hands to the floor, left hand stays down now, right hand to the sky, opening up. Keeping a spacious awareness of your shape and the engagement through your whole body. On your out breath, right hand down, frame out your right foot, stepping back through your Vinyasa. Chaturanga, low push-up. Upward dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. Pause here. Make contact with your breath. Deep breath in, looking between your hands. End of your exhale, step or float, top edge of the mat. Halfway lift. And forward fold. Rooting down through your feet, rise tall. Exhale, pray hands to your heart. Pause. We've got one more round here, same sequence, one movement, one breath. Bend the knees into chair pose, Utkatasana. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Fingertips down, right foot back, low lunge. Arms rise on your in-breath. Exhale, hands to the floor and twist. Right hand down, left hand to the sky. Hands to the earth. Stepping back, Vinyasa. Back bend of your choice. Downward facing dog. Here for a full cycle of breath. Push into the hands. Breathe in deeply, look forward. End of your exhale, hop or lightly step, top edge of the mat. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold. Rise tall to stand, sweep the arms out wide. Hands to the heart. Bend the knees, chair pose. Forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, throat open. Left foot lunging back, low lunge. Reach the arms, stay steady. Hands to the floor and twist. Left hand stays down, right hand up. And then hands to the earth, Vinyasa. And if you'd like to skip the Vinyasa, just step quietly back into downward facing dog. Just try and keep that even tempo to your breath as you move. Downward facing dog. Rest and breathe, couple of breaths. Eyes forward, breathing in. End of your exhale, step or lightly float, top of the mat, halfway lift, and fold in. Rise tall to stand. Hands to your heart center, pause here, find your feet, steady your breath. And transitioning into tree pose now, Vrksasana. Transferring your weight onto your right foot, left foot to the inner upper thigh or below your knee, or tap your toes to the floor there. Just find your balance. So just picturing the foundation of your right foot while you're balancing, rooting down through that tripod base at the big toe, little toe, center of your heel, and then drawing up through the arch of your right leg, all the way up to the roof of your mouth. If you're feeling steady, raise the arms. Separate your hands, so you've just got a little bit of space there through the shoulders. And then just slowly lower the left foot down next to the right, bend the knees, come into chair legs, and we'll take a twist, hands to prayer at your heart. And twist to your left. So right elbow can hook on the outside of the left knee. If you need a little bit more space, your right forearm can sit in the front of your shins, left hand to the small of your back. Opening wide through the collarbones, heavy in the heels. Back to center. Make your way through chair, come all the way up to stand. And then rest, steady, hands to the heart. And switching sides now. Left leg's your foundation, left foot, right foot to a comfortable position. Place where you can feel steady, got an easeful external rotation of your inner right thigh. And then just set your gaze, hold steady, patient with your balance. And reaching the arms. Just turning your pinky fingers in so you can feel the shoulder blades slip down the spine. And then right foot down to greet your left, chair, legs there bending deeply. Sit low, hands to prayer, preparing to twist. And on your exhale, rotating to your right. And just drawing a straight line elbow to elbow. And keeping your lungs available for your breath. Knees in line. And then back to chair pose, and then just press and straighten your legs. Take your hands to your hips. You're going to step out to Prasarita, Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold, and we're taking our right foot back, turning toward the long edge of our mat, heels out, toes in. And with your hands on your hips, elbows pointing back, take a big breath in, open your chest. Firm the muscles in your legs and then gently fold forward. Take your time as you go, maybe a few breaths to arrive there upside down between your legs. Micro bend in the knees if you're super tight there in the hamstrings, so just not forcing anything. Really grounding down through your feet so you feel like you've got even pressure from the heels to the toes. Resting your hands comfortably, either on the floor or on your legs. Let the crown of your head release down toward the floor. No tension in the neck. And then coming up onto the fingertips, breathe in, flat back, look forward. On your exhale, walk back around to your left foot, and we're just stepping back, returning to downward facing dog. Pedal out through your heels, find that balance, left to right, equal and even effort through the arms and the legs. So we're just going to flow now through a simple sequence, pausing as we land in each pose to find your feet. We'll be there for a few breaths. So just centering your left foot now, reach the right leg up and back, down dog splits, leveling out through your hips and even pressure into your hands. Really push the floor away. Using your hamstrings, your right glutes to raise the leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, step up into a high lunge. So right foot over in the right lane there, a little bend in the left knee as you rise up. Arms alongside your ears, settle in. And just sneaking your way into that hip flexor stretch, gently stretching out, straightening the left leg. And then revolving now into a twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. You can keep the gaze forward to the side or back behind you. Just stay in contact with your feet there for your balance. And then back to center, high lunge. Press the palms, open out warrior two. Here for a few breaths. Really ground your feet here, that tripod of toe mounds, base of the big toe, little toe, center of your heels. Feel for extending the legs from the core of your pelvis. And keep the legs where they are. Inhale, reverse. One breath here. Reach up and back. And on your exhale, side angle. You might like to rest your forearm to your knee, send the left arm straight up, or take a deeper variation. And try and turn your belly up, turn your heart up. And just stay in tune with the plane of contact your feet have with the floor. Next breath in, reverse your warrior and straighten your right leg as you go. Push the floor away. And then make your way into Trikonasana, triangle pose. 2 straight legs. Press the feet down and away from each other. And feel your right hip crease move back toward your back heel. Lengthen your spine in the direction of the crown of your head. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, Vinyasa. Stepping back, high push-up. Take your time, full breath, low push-up, upward dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. And center your right foot, raise the left leg up and back. Here for a couple of breaths. Strongly flex your left toes. Lengthen your right heel toward the floor. Push the floor away with your hands. Deep breath in. Exhale, left foot steps up, high lunge. So your left foot is left of center there. Just to create balance in your shape, arms rise. And slowly stretching out through your right leg. Pointing your right heel toward the ceiling. And go ahead, revolve now. Left arm back, right arm forward. Expanding across your chest. Palms are open, fingers are spread, your feet are grounded. Back to high lunge. Arms reach up. Press your palms. Warrior 2, land and ground your right heel. Center yourself. Lunge nice and deep. So just feeling the strength, steadiness in your shape, grounded in your foundation. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, side angle, forearm to your knee, or a little deeper, right arm to the sky or overhead. Hugging your left buttocks in there, straightening, and firming the muscles of your right leg. Stay with your breath. Push down through your front heel, come all the way up, reverse and straighten your left leg now. And make your way into triangle pose. Torso makes a shadow out over the midline of your left leg. And keeping both side waists long and extending. Pushing the floor away with your feet. Feel the rebounding energy up your legs, giving that a little bit more space in your body as you push down. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor, Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Take your time, move slow, breathe deep. Arriving in your downward dog, just notice your experience here, giving your limbs space and length. Sturdiness of the floor supporting you under your feet and your hands. And oftentimes when we feel out of balance, we're airy or we're distracted, just practicing coming back to the simplicity of our experience in each moment in our bodies, really refuels us and recharges us. Because when we ground ourselves, we naturally feel more embodied, more able to integrate our strength and steadiness, our ease, our presence, all into our practice, and then off our mats and into our lives. And from here, center your left foot. We're taking our right leg up and back, down dog splits. Pause for a breath. Feel the balance across your hips. And as you exhale, we'll step up for lizard pose now. Right foot right over in the right lane, top of the mat. Left knee to the floor, hands on the inside of your right foot. So really try here and activate your leg muscles, drawing your front heel toward your back knee as if you're trying to make a little crease in the middle of your mat. Your right inner knee hugging your right upper arm. I feel like if you can go a little deeper, you're welcome to come down onto your forearms. Let's try and keep that extension through the low back, so you've got tall through the spine. And you can either stay here in your lizard pose, particularly if you have sensitive knees, or transition into single pigeon, walking your right foot over into the left lane, resting your buttocks down toward the mat. And feel free to close up any air pockets underneath your right buttocks. You can slip the blanket underneath your right buttocks, because it really is quite helpful and grounding to be able to push into something. And just walk your hands forward at any amount. You might like to sit on your forearms or extend your arms out. Breathing calm and slow, feeling the experience in your body. Tuning into all the sensations you can feel. Letting go anywhere in your body where you might feel like you're gripping. Those shoulders can relax, I think, just a little bit more. Back of the neck. And then just slowly walk the hands back wherever you're at. We're stepping quietly back into downward facing dog. Pedal out through your heels, let the back of your knee breathe. And then center your right foot, raise your left leg up and back, down dog splits. And then on an exhale, step up for lizard pose. So just make sure you've got a long enough stride between your heel and your back knee there. Left knee balanced over your ankle, hands on the inside of your left foot. Any variations here that you'd like to practice with your arms? Just settle in, making contact with your breath and where you're in contact with the floor. And then either pausing here or make your way into single pigeon. If you are quite tight in the hips, left heel in toward your pelvis. Flexing the left toes. When you arrive there, just get the feeling, or if you can, activate a lift through the outer left ankle. You keep all the muscles in and around your knee active, supporting it. Maybe taking that blanket underneath the left buttocks. Leveling out through your hips and settling in. We've got about 5 breaths. And slowly walking your hands back, stepping quietly back into downward facing dog. Pedal the heels down. And then just slightly lengthen your stride. We'll take a vinyasa onto our bellies, forward to a high push-up. Lower slow, all the way down. So you're laying prone, and we'll set up for Locust Pose. Taking your arms alongside your body, palms face down, extend back through your toes so all 10 toes can touch the floor here, even the pinky toe side. And then draw the legs together. As you breathe in, raise the arms, your chest and your legs and stretch back. Keep breathing. Lift the shoulder heads a little higher up away from the mat. One more deep breath in. To exhale, release. Just lay down. Turn your palms face up. Lay a cheek to the mat. And then come back. Second Locust Pose. Feel free to interlace your fingers behind your back if you've got a little bit more range in your shoulders. And as you breathe in, you're lifting up, maybe sending the fists back or just your fingertips back. Really get that feeling of pressing into your pelvis, the legs and chest lifting away from the floor. Float the heart up. One more deep breath. And exhale, release. Hands by your ribs and just make your way back into a child's pose, buttocks to your heels. Maybe knees go a little wider here to give yourself a little bit more space. And if your head doesn't comfortably rest to the floor, you might like to take that option of stacking the fists so you can rest your head into the support of something. And then from here, releasing, we're going to make our way onto our backs now. And come to the middle of your mat and we'll make our way into Happy Baby. And just catching a hold at outer edges of your feet or your ankles there or even the back of the knees. Just allow your knees to transition down toward your armpits. If you're a little bit more open, perhaps even toward the floor there. Soles of the feet look like they're holding the ceiling up. Resting the back of your skull into the mat. And then gently release. Reclined cow face pose now. Cross your right leg over your left. And then zip your inner thighs together. Just catching a hold of your knees there as you start. Swing your heels toward opposite hips. And then hug your knees in. And depending on your body, you could hold your knees, stay here. You might like to hold your shins or even your ankles. Keep your toes flexed. Getting into the outer hips here, internally rotating the thighs. And then gently release, left foot to the floor, keep your legs crossed. We'll twist to our left. Arms out wide to the side, lift the buttocks, knees to your left. Find your twist, you can unravel the legs if it feels too strong for your back. And just gently roll on the back of your head, take your gaze out to your right. Send a long breath out all the way down your body. Let go anywhere where you might be gripping or holding on. And Taking 2 more full breaths in and out. And release, come back to center. Opposite side, reclined cow, your left leg over the top. And then catching a hold of your knees, drawing your knees in and sending your shins out. So almost trying to draw a straight line through your shins. Toes are flexed. And then maybe creeping your hands down, perhaps toward your feet. Try and rest your head back though. And can you smooth and lengthen your breath? And then releasing for your twist, twisting to your right now. Legs can stay crossed or just fold them. Arms out wide. Your palms can be down here if you like here, just to really feel the ground. Feel the back of your skull. And then turn the gaze out to your left. Deep breath out all the way down your body, letting your legs relax. 2 more smooth breaths. And then come back to center. Unravel the legs, just tuck the knees in toward your chest. And either take a little rock and roll, come up to sit, or just roll out to your side. And come all the way up to sit. I'd like to place a blanket underneath your sit bones here. Last forward fold. Pashimottanasana. Toes flexed. Big toe mounds together. Take a deep breath in, reach up tall. And exhale, forward fold. Back of your legs, buttocks pressing into the floor, staying tall through your low back. And releasing. So we're going to come into a comfortable seated posture to prepare for a final pranayama, alternative nostril breathing before resting. It's a really calming practice, very grounding. So just crossing your legs in your comfortable position, and begin by taking your left hand into Gyan Mudra, bringing your index finger and thumb to touch, and extending all your other fingers out straight. And then taking your index and middle finger of your right hand to the point between your eyebrows, thumb to your right nostril, ring and little finger to your left nostril. And then wherever you're at, empty your lungs, breathing out both nostrils. Close the right nostril, breathe in left side. Close the left, open the right, breathe out right side. Breathe in right side nostril. Breathe out left side nostril. And that completes one round. We'll do 5 more. Breathing in left side. Breathe out right side. Breathe in right side. Breathe out left side. And continue on your own pace. Quiet breath, even and steady. Keeping the touch of your fingers soft, your eyes soft and relaxed behind your eyelids. And this is the perfect antidote for steering our wandering minds into the present moment and strengthening our neural networks to help prevent us ruminating on all things past and present. And just completing your final round, your timing, breath count. And complete the round by breathing out left side nostril, and then just pause, rest your hands to your thighs. And just really feel the freedom of your breath now through both nostrils. Calm presence you've created. And you may wish to remain here for the last few minutes of your practice, or laying back, coming into Shavasana. Turning your palms face up, letting your feet fall out wide to the side. Becoming aware of the floor supporting you. Feel where your body is in contact with the mat. Sensing your heels bearing down into the earth. Your buttocks. The back of your skull, surrendering to gravity. Inviting the front of your body to recede back. Feel your thighs grow heavy. Feel the weight of your shoulders and your arms receding, relaxing. Relaxing the expression in your face, softening across the bridge of your nose and out to your ears. Feel your jaw go slack. And maintain this whole body awareness as you rest and let go. And then gently, gently drawing your awareness back. Bringing a little bit of movement to the feet and the hands, maybe stretching out through your whole body. And bending one knee at a time, feet to the floor. And then gently rolling it out to your right side. Pause there. Just notice how you feel. And dragging yourself all the way back up to sit. And bringing your hands to prayer, bowing your head toward your heart. Reminding yourself, I am present within myself and I can center myself with the ease of my breath. Namaste, yogis. Thanks for joining me.